poppin', gamers? WQ here, the most alpha speedrunner of all time. What's up, gamers? Guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like my videos, and also guys, make sure to do it in record time because this is a speedrun channel. So the faster you subscribe to my channel, the better you are, and that actually makes you a better gamer. It's gonna change your gameplay. It's gonna make you a better gamer, which is a big deal. So gamers, yesterday, a guy named Zemipu, and I know what you're thinking, and I talked to this guy and I said, look dude, you're gonna have to change your name because that's a terrible name. So I actually talked to him and he actually changed his name to Zem92 last night, which is a big deal. It's a big improvement. He made this tweet last night saying, now remember Rush, regular unofficial speedrun highlights? He made a video and he said top 100 speedrunners of all time. And he actually put me as #1 on that list, which I was like, wow dude, I appreciate it a lot. And then what happened is Zemi wasn't on that list. Zem92 is actually not on that list. You know, he's a little jealous there. And he made this tweet and he attacked Rush and he said, this Rush guy, he made a speedrun cringe compilation previously, and I was in that cringe compilation, and he was like, it was unfair, it's completely unfair. And he said in this tweet, I'm going to freak out, I'm gonna have a real panic attack, I'm gonna have a real spurg attack right now if you make another video ever again in your life. If you don't remove that video, and anybody on YouTube makes any video about speedrunning, I'm going to have a real panic attack, and then I'm going to basically nobody could ever make a video again online. Now guys, I would never make a speedrunning cringe compilation because frankly, I don't think speedrunning is cringy. I don't think people really are failing. Like, I actually speedrun and like frequently and a lot. Every time I fail in speedrunning or like something goes wrong, it's a learning moment, it's an opportunity to go forward, it's a real change in how I think. It's a test. I mean, it's a good thing to fail. So it's like, for me, I don't really like failing. There's no failing in speedrunning, so I can't make speedrun fail highlights or cringe compilations because I don't think it's cringy. I think trying to be the best and trying to win and trying to succeed and overcome boundaries or barriers anywhere in life at anything, not cringy. It's not cringy at all. I think that's pretty powerful. I think it's pretty powerful and it's incredible. If you're doing it, then you're a winner, guys. We're a winner, guys! But gamers, Zemi92, his argument, frankly, I don't agree with it at all. I think he's completely wrong on this one. Yo, so gamers, I actually made a claim 6 months ago, it was about 6 to 9 months ago, in the summer, I made a claim that these speedrunning cringe compilations, but more so the overall cringe slash fail public outsider perspective of speedrunning, it's very bad. It's bad for speedrunning and it's giving it a bad name. So a lot of people disagreed with me on this, and actually Author Blues was one of them, which is funny because now he's disagreeing with Zem92, or he was at least contrasting them. But I think that's funny because what happened after that, it was pretty obvious, it was pretty apparent that I was right. And actually PewDiePie, when PewDiePie made a video on speedrunning, what did he do? He attacked speedrunners for being autistic, cringy, and he used every recycled clip of every rage compilation you've ever seen with Frame Perfect and all of these people. So I thought that was pretty funny because that really is how the mainstream sees speedrunning. They see it as this like rage fest. They see this ridiculous rage fest. And not only that, I think every time disaster on GDQ, what do they do? What do they do to fix it? What they do simply is cover it up. They just cover it up, they silence the chat, they ban people. You know, it's not helping. It doesn't make them look less corrupt and cringy, it makes them look more. And I mean, go back to season 1 of GDQ, or I think it was season 2 actually. What happened was Blue Glass, for example, everybody was making fun of this guy. I mean, he was obviously like, you know, doing silly things, but ultimately nobody really associated him with like super cringy and like a complete disaster. Nobody associated him like that. So anyway, gamers, I think Zem here, I think he's jealous because this is what's going on here. It doesn't sound like he makes a lot of money because when you start to make more money than people like Rush and Speedrun Fails and all these speedrun YouTube compilators, when you start to make more money than them, why do you care? Like, you can't stop caring. It's like, you know what, I'm doing pretty good myself. I have more Twitter followers, I have better Twitter follower growth rates, I have better YouTube growth rates, I have better engagement rates. It's like, I don't know, I'm not really so jealous. And part of me thinks that a lot of these YouTube speedrun compilators, they're kind of doing it wrong. Like, they're kind of making the wrong moves. They're actually jealous of me. I think some of them are. A lot of these people, you go to their Twitter, they don't have that many Twitter followers. And I have a third of my YouTube subs follow me on Twitter. And actually, half of my YouTube subs, since my YouTube channel started really taking off, half of them follow me on Twitter. Like, I'm not even making that up. And it's not like I promote my Twitter. They go from my YouTube to my Twitter, and a third of those people follow me on Twitch. Like, they started following me on Twitch from my YouTube channel. So it's like, I don't know, I think I'm doing pretty damn good, and I look at a lot of these people and Speedrun Fails, and guys, Speedrun Fails actually, he subs to me on YouTube, which I think is pretty funny. He's a really good example because I think he's the most branded. I think he's the most branded one of these guys, and I think Scam Paul Legend, I think he's trying to brand away from this stuff because I actually think he sees some of these longer term problems and he's trying to get away from this stuff. I want you guys, if you are really critical of the speedrun YouTube scene, I want you guys to think about every other scene, because that's kind of what I do. I compete, I'm a competitor, and I like competing with people. And that's why I'm really proud to be a speedrun YouTuber and a speedrunner, because we're winning right now. We're doing really big stuff. We're winning really big right now. So think about every other YouTube scene, think about every other YouTuber, all these small communities, the YouTube anime manga community. Let's think about them, because I used to make YouTube videos, right, about anime and manga. I used to make those videos, and the one thing I really got out of it was the community. I got the community, understood who and what their objectives were. I really understood that, and the thing about that community is it's completely dead. It's completely 100% dead. Hey, what's good, lady? How you looking like there? Trying to find a date or something? You trying to find someone to hook up with, you know? All right, I'll see you later. She doesn't seem like she wants to talk much. That's fine. Maybe she's embarrassed, you know, maybe she's shy. But there has been nobody successful in the YouTube anime manga community. After like 2010, 2012, there's a huge boom. A lot of people became very successful. There was nobody else after that, absolutely. And in fact, there was nobody even close to being successful after that. It completely died, and I think that kind of sucks. And if you look at speedrunning, not the case. We have a lot more opportunity. We have a lot better infrastructure, better networks. So guys, let's look at the top of the YouTube chain. Let's look at the face of YouTube and what it's been for the past several years. Actually, the top of YouTube, it's all these like Spanish gaming channels you've never heard of before. If you look at the mainstream, the face of the top of YouTube, it's mostly drama. It's all these people, and they just trash talk each other all day, and they make up all this really fake drama, and then they all react to each other's videos. That's all they do. They just react to each other's videos, and then they'll react to the reactions if they're good enough, right? If it's good content, they'll actually react to the reaction. So that's the top of YouTube. That's what's most successful. And then people in the speedrunning community don't want other people to make YouTube videos that do very good, that do very well. I can't tell you why. I don't know why not. Because they're offended? Because they're mad? I mean, Zem92 in his tweet admitted that he was in a moment of weakness. He made a mistake. He literally admitted that. Like, I don't understand why you're really even upset. How many top 10 compilations, how many fails in Smash are there? GR Smash, I mean, his whole channel is dedicated to that. How many RuneScape compilation videos? How many top 10s? How many reaction videos? How many song parodies are on YouTube? Think about that. Think of how many there actually are on YouTube in every community. Yet, in the speedrunning community, you're not allowed to do this because it's unfair. Because it's unfair to the speedrunners. I don't understand how or why that makes sense at all. Another thing about people like Rush, I don't think Rush actually wants to steal your content, right? I don't think he's mostly a bad guy. I mean, maybe he is a terrible person, but the majority of these speedrun YouTubers, I don't really think they're inherently bad people. And it's like, they don't want to steal content. They don't want to use your content if you don't want them to. And you can see that in Apollo Legend. He goes to extreme efforts to credit everybody and even uses their name in their video, no matter what. They all do this. It's like, I still think that doesn't mean anything. I still think they're circumventing that. I think what's killing speedrunning, if anything is killing speedrunning, it's the clicks. I think the speedrunning clicks that hate success and they don't want to succeed because they want to maintain their power, they want to maintain their control. I think that's killing speedrunning. That's the worst thing for speedrunning there is. I mean, take the Link to Pass tournament recently, for example. So speed gaming's been getting a lot of views, and it's been mostly on Link to Pass Randomizer, which is not Link to Pass. It's a ROM hack of Link to Pass, and it's been getting all these views. And then Link to Pass decided to have a tournament run by a clique, by the way, and this clique decided to run the tournament, and it's getting much lower views, much less views, except for the races that I'm in, because I'm interesting, I'm exciting. Nobody in the Link to Pass community is interesting. Hardly any of them are remotely acceptable at the game in terms of skill. And nobody wants to watch the games. Like, obviously, there's no views in Link to Pass. Like, Link to Pass has no viewers. Like if you take all of Speedrunning's viewers, Link to the Past, it makes up 0% of the viewers, rounded down, right? It would literally make 0% of the viewers, which is it's an unbelievably small amount of viewers in all of Link to the Past. Now, if you want to look at organic viewers, if you take 80% of that 0%, those viewers are in community viewers, so there's basically no viewers. I get about 60 viewers streaming Link to the Past on Twitch, and I have more organic viewers in my average one stream than every other Link to the Past streamer combined. I actually have more organic viewers than all of them combined. That's how dead the Link to the Past scene is. So Link to the Past, it's pretty much a nightmare. It's death for success. Like there's absolutely, and it's this clique. It's this painful clique that loves splicing and they hate success. And recently in this tournament, this Link to the Past tournament, I mean, this is a big opportunity. And I've had people, there's a previous Link to the Past tournament, and I've had people come to me and they said, look, I watched your finals match, I loved it, you know, and it got me into streaming and it got me Link to the Past, and I'm like, that's great. A lot of people have said to me that, and they're like, I want to see you in the finals again. I'm like, yeah, me too, dude. The Link to the Past clique, they found a loophole to get me out of the tournament. They found a loophole in the rules, and then they banned me from the tournament. And they did it in a way that they don't have to technically ban me. They found a very extreme loophole, and they decided to give me very bad tiebreakers. They gave me a match loss. A match was misscheduled, and they gave me a match loss for it. Then they refused to cooperate with me on rescheduling a match 3 weeks before the deadline, and then they gave me very bad tiebreakers for that, which will make me automatically not advance in the bracket. Now I'm the best Link to the Past player ever, and I'm easily seeded 1 in the tournament. Like there's nobody even close to me in the tournament, so it's going to be a stomp for me, or it would have been a stomp for me. Why did the Link to the Past clique do that? Why would they do that, right? And they don't like me, and they don't like me, and they don't want me to succeed. That's why they did it. I think that's pretty obvious. But let's think about the channel it's being hosted on. So there's no viewers in A Link to the Past, but the channel that the A Link to the Past tournament is being hosted on, a lot of that is due to randomizer. There's going to be a lot of viewers for the tournament, and they know that, and that's why they did it, because they don't want me to succeed, because I actually would succeed. But let's think about that. Was that really a good decision? Because, okay, yeah, I'm not being advantaged, right? It hurts me, but it seems like it hurts speed gaming. It hurts the Link to the Past community. It hurts everybody that plays A Link to the Past. It hurts every single viewer, anybody that's going to watch A Link to the Past. It hurts anybody that is going to watch the VODs that are going to be put on YouTube. It hurts the Link to the Past, the whole scene. It actually hurts the speedrunning scene, because people are going to wonder, why was I not in the tournament? Or why was I not in the bracket? Because I was in pools. There's no match where I don't lose a match and then I'm not in the bracket. It hurts that. So who is this benefiting? Who does this benefit? Like, who actually is benefited by this? It's not the clique. The clique doesn't benefit. The community doesn't benefit. I don't benefit. Viewers don't benefit. There's no money in the tournament. It's not like somebody makes more money. It's not like somebody gets clout for beating me. I mean, nobody actually beat me in the tournament. Like, I don't really see who this helps. I don't really see. I think that's what's hurting speedrunning. I think if something's hurting speedrunning, it's that. It's the clique. It's people, the clique who runs these tournaments, and then there's no reason there. What's the real reason they got me out of the tournament? Because they don't like me, and they want control, and they want power. And they don't care about power over more people. They want the authority, they want status. And so what they do is they create these very small communities, and then they say, I'm the leader, right? There's nobody in the community. They're like, I'm the leader, and it's all their friends. And then new random people come in, and they get the status. They get status, right? Administrator. That's what they want. And I threaten that because I'm actually reasonably good at the game. Plus, I can keep telling them to go fuck off. So of course they don't want that. So that's the real reason. But who does that benefit? Who is this benefiting? It's not benefiting anybody. And it was the same thing back last year in June when ESL Disney XD offered me a trip to Denmark to play in their speedrunning show. And I said sure. And then a day before I'm going, they said, okay, it's canceled. It's change of plans. That's all they said. And then a different guy in the different guy, part of the clique, he went. And then what happened? Oh yeah, his friends Ethan and Zost and a few other people started insulting me and then blaming me and making fun of me. And why did that happen? What's really going on here? And then turns out it was in fact the clique that I don't know. They told the lady that I was a terrorist or something and I can't go. And obviously, they can't risk that, but I'm clearly not a terrorist or even remotely close to a terrorist. In fact, it seems like I'm the only person in the Link to the Past community that actually thinks about or cares about Link to the Past like remotely at all. And what happened after that, the ESL disaster? I actually predicted the guy who goes, he would get nothing out of it, which is true. He stopped playing the game afterwards. And then also, it wouldn't affect me at all. It'd have no effect on my bottom line, which is also true because my YouTube channel, it started booming after that. And actually, it was the same thing back in January, and I'm guessing it's the same thing with this tournament. The person who wins this tournament, it will not affect them at all. It will completely have no impact on their bottom line. Yet my YouTube channel is going to keep growing organically. I mean, it has nobody, half my viewers, you guys don't know I play Link to the Past, like, because I don't talk about it because there's no money in it. You know, I care about paper, guys. I care about money. I care about money, guys. Like, this is what I care about. I don't care about like non-factor speedrunners. We're talking like 0 speedrunners in the Link to the Past click, and it's like, I don't care about these guys. That's why I don't talk about Link to the Past pretty much ever. And then my channel is gonna keep growing, and it's like, I think when people like Zemipu, you criticize speedrun YouTubers for some reason that I don't know. You tell them to not make videos. I don't think that it makes sense. I think you're wrong. I think you're completely wrong. And in fact, I don't know why you're saying that. Now, you deleted the tweet, but you got a lot of backlash. I think based on what's successful in reality, I mean, look at Donald Trump. Look how much people trash talk him. Look how much attention he gets. And he doesn't silence it, right? Because once you start silencing it, oh, you lose. And I think, you know, look at Trump. Look at everything in history. Look at what's successful. Look at what's working. Look at the fact that the speedrun YouTubers, these guys that the people often criticize, they're not malicious people. They're not doing anything illegal or wrong. And they're especially not malicious people. I think who's malicious? I've met malicious people in speedrunning. Downtime Death is a malicious person. Downtime Death's friends, the Link to the Past click, they're malicious. Like, they're straight up malicious people. That's bad for speedrunning. But people that make YouTube videos, why can't you guys make YouTube videos? Why can't Zem92? You don't like people calling speedrunners cringy, right? Why don't you go make a video saying speedrunners are not cringy, or make a video of speedrunning excellence compilation? I mean, that might get a lot of views. Why don't you go make a video saying top 10 cringiest speedrunners, because you think that would get views? Oh, right, and you guys won't go make videos because you're streaming all day and you can't make videos. And actually, I think that's the crux of the problem, right? It's really hard to stream and then make real YouTube content simultaneously. It's very, very, very difficult, and nobody's really done it. And actually, that's part of the reason I think Ninja is not good at Fortnite. People will say he's good at Fortnite. No, I don't agree. I think he's not good at Fortnite because he doesn't take the game very seriously. He streams all day. He goes on these like tours. He talks to famous people, which, by the way, that's entirely controlled by Jeff Bezos and Amazon. That's like 100% fake. But he's not good at Fortnite for that reason. Like, he might be decent at it because he's a smart guy, or he might excel at it because the player population is small. But ultimately, and actually, I think Bezos's and Amazon's, I think their play with Ninja, it works really well, because you go into, how many streams do you go in and people are like, okay, I should start playing Fortnite because it'll make me successful, and then their viewers drop. I've never seen one of these streams where people who don't play Fortnite try to play Fortnite because they think it'll make them successful. Every single one of these streams, their viewers drop. I've never seen a streamer's viewers actually go up. It's obviously not working, and I think Fortnite is a fad, 100% a fad. It is 100% Amazon controlled. But Zem, I thought about it, and I'm gonna give you an ultimatum, because I don't think you're really a bad guy, and truthfully, I like people who speedrun. I like speedrunners. You've seen the speedrun a lot. You have 14,000 Twitch followers. Like, that's pretty cool. So I'm actually gonna give you the benefit of the doubt here, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Right now, hit the subscribe button. It's big, it's red, which means it's life. There's a lot of life in there, it's blood flowing. And I want you to hit the button. You'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's gonna turn you into an alpha gamer. You're gonna be part of the WQ family, the WQ army, you know. We dab harder than anyone else, and also smoother than anyone else. It's like, damn, I guess that's why we got so many women on our nuts all day, you know, WQ army. Most highest sperm count of all speedrunning. Like, damn, that's a pretty good deal, dude. Because what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna do it. I'll do it. I know you can't. I know a lot of you guys who speedrun in the world, I know you guys can't do it. You guys can't simultaneously speedrun at the highest level and also dab harder than anyone else. But also, I know you guys can't make these incredible YouTube videos about speedrunning like I do. So what I'm gonna do is do both simultaneously for you guys, for you Zem right here, and I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which it's gonna completely turn you into an alpha gamer, and then also you're gonna get the best of both worlds, because what I'm gonna do is become a symbol for speedrunning. I'm gonna completely become a real person to look up to in speedrunning, who actually was successful off of speedrunning, pure speedrunning skill and merit in a community that had no potential. Not only in a community that had no potential, but in a community that constantly attacked and made me to look like a villain and a bad person. So I was in the lowest position possible. I had nothing in my team, nothing in my favor. I had absolutely nothing in my team, and I'm actually doing it. I'm really doing it in real time and becoming very successful, and I'm becoming better at Link to the Past while I'm doing the YouTube game. And I think that's pretty motivational. I think that's pretty inspirational. And the truth is, guys, speedrun fails, Glad Jonas, Scam Paul, even Scam Paul Legend, they're my friends. I'm friends with these guys. Right, White Goose, we hang out, like we're okay with each other. And I honestly would like to see them make more cringy compilations. Like, I'd like to hang out with Frame Perfect and film him going ballistic on, like Mario 74, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think that'd be really great. So anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you dab on the haters, dab on the beta gamers and the clicks. Make sure the clicks can go to hell. I'll see you guys later.